Hi, I'm Rick Conlow. I'm glad you're here. You know what? We're going to talk about how to get a promotion on your job. That's if you want one. If you want to make more money and advance and accelerate your career, this is the information for you. Now, you could also use it for how to make a little bit more money than other people by how you do your job as well, if you don't want the promotion. Because some people don't. My father-in-law, for example, was a technical illustrator his whole career. He did a great job, and he was offered management positions, and he turned them all down. He just didn't want to do them. He just liked what he was doing. He was good at it and focused. That's fine too. But here's the thing we need to know. Either making more money and getting, because we all, that cost of living does go up, or getting the promotion. Success in doing that is a state of being. It's not a destination or a journey. We got to believe up here and work on our thinking, making it more positive than negative, that we deserve it. We're capable of it. We can do it. If we think, well, woe with me, it's never going to happen. Nobody likes me around here. Everybody thinks I'm a puke and a slug going to be fired by noon. You're not going to get it because your actions and your demeanor are going to dictate a whole different story. Am I right? Yeah. Well, hey, you get breakthrough performance. And there's a key to it. How do we learn the key? Is you look at what other people do that advance and do a better job. So what we've done is taken some of that learning and put it here for you so that you can use it. Now I need to caution you. You may need to change something. For example, do you have a pen or pencil with you? I know I'm on a video and I'm asking you to do these things, but bear with me. It's a little crazy. Just write your name as if you're signing a check. Okay? Imagine what that looks like. Okay? Or do it. Then put that pen or pencil in the other hand. Now write your name as if you're signing a check. How does it look? Or how would it look if you didn't do it? Probably not as good as the first one. Although I had one guy, and I did this in a seminar, and I looked at him, I said, hey, I can't read either one of yours. Which one is it? Now here's the point. If you no longer had your first hand, and all you had was your second hand, could you learn to write your name better? Now obviously the answer is yes, right? And why? Because you'd practice, right? And you have no choice. Okay? And what I'm talking about here, with some practice and diligence, okay, you can get better in your job, and then also you really have no choice if you want a promotion. Now I know in some organizations the buddy system and the politics of the organization might make some advance over in others, but more often than not, if you perform well, you have more opportunities. That's the norm. So you're going to have to change and do better. So here are 6 key things that will make the difference for you immediately. You don't have to wait. Number 1, goals. You need to write down your goals on a piece of paper. And you know that 97% of people don't have that. Or put it in your cell phone. That's fine too. Or in your desktop. Write them out. What do you want to accomplish at the work? What do you want to accomplish in your career? And what do you want to accomplish in your personal life? Just jot those down. Write some goals. Why? How does that help us? It gives us focus. I also believe it's important to get a promotion, and I've done this 3 times, is I'll write my goals out in paper, plus put an action plan, and go to my boss and share it with him or her. And guess what? The boss is going, they don't do this in the meeting because they don't want to let loose a little bit, but they're going, yay! Yippee! Look at someone showed initiative here. All right? And that helped me advance. So goals are important. It's the bottom line. Second, learn all you can. Get training. Whatever courses your company provides, sign up. Ask your boss. If they don't have any, ask your boss if they'll spend some money. I've been now to over 120. Some of them I had companies pay for it when I worked in a company. The last 20-some years, as a consultant, I still go because we can always learn something. So do the training. Go online. Read the articles. Watch the videos like this one. Third, learn to go the extra mile. Don't just do minimum expectations. Now, I want to caution you. If you start going the extra mile and helping customers or doing, maybe mentoring somebody or helping somebody else out, other employees will say, hey, slow down a little bit. You're making us all look bad. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't. Next, stay late or come early. What does that mean? That means you just make sure the job's finished before you go home at the end of the day. And maybe there's some follow-up you need to do. Or maybe a few more calls you need to make. Or a little more time thinking about that problem. You'll have a breakthrough in your thinking. Or come early and do that. I'm an early bird. I like to come early. I don't like staying late. So I'll come in early, and then I can get things done. There's not a commotion going on. Boom, that helps me be more productive. That's what the payoff is for you. And then 5, communicate. What does that mean? Communicate upward to your boss. I talked to you about that on the goals. Talk to them about what you're going to do. And then check in with them. No surprises. If there's a problem, get to them about, here's a problem, but here's what I think we can do about it. Have a solution to go with it. And then learn to be a better listener. Learn to present. Learn to speak in front of a group. All that takes effort and time. It's part of the training. These things tie together. Now, here's the thing that ties all of these together. Resiliency. What does resiliency mean? It means this, that when things are going bad or there are problems or it's difficult or when you fail, you stick with it anyway. You learn to manage your personal stress and anxiety and in how you relate that to other people. You don't have an outburst. You don't break down. You're working on letting loose the stress and so forth. You find ways to do that. That's resiliency. Because all of us will have failures. All of us will have mistakes. In fact, I've got a couple examples I wanted to share with you real quickly. I don't know if you knew this or not, but Bill Gates dropped out of college. He's a college dropout. And in his first business attempt with his Paul Allen, who was his partner at Microsoft, they failed. Now, I don't know about you. What do most people do? They drop out of college. Oh, I can't do it. So, I'm not going to get a good job. Well, with me. Or they start a business and it fails. They're never going to try it again, right? It happens time and time again because 75% of businesses fail within 3 years. He failed, but he stuck with it and the rest is history. Oprah Winfrey grew up in poverty and was abused as a child. And her first TV job, she was fired. But Oprah today is a billionaire, known worldwide. And J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, I don't know if you knew this, she was a single mother, raised her children on subsistence, had to get help, and started writing. And she stuck with it, and the rest is history. Now, each of them were resilient. They could have easily given up, and nobody would have ever known their names today. So what is resiliency? What can you do with that? Well, you don't quit, you can't be beat. Resiliency involves self-awareness. How much can you do? What do you like to do? Focus on your strengths. Being willing to notice how your feelings are going. Being aware of what's working, what isn't working. That kind of thing. And then an internal focus of control. What does that mean? That's personal management. Discipline to get the things done that you need to get done. Discipline that when you're getting angry, you're able to calm it down and not say some things that you're going to regret later. That's that personal awareness. That's personal management. It's emotional intelligence skills that are popularized by Dr. Goleman. And that goes along with the emotional intelligence skills of working with people. And then learning that setbacks of part of life. If you aren't making mistakes and you aren't having some problems, then you're really not trying. You're not pushing the needle. You're not growing and learning. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale used to say, the only people without problems are 6 feet under. So it's a natural way it goes. Sometimes we just get overwhelmed with those problems. What's the matter? Why is this happening to me? Well, it happens to everybody. Maybe in different ways at different times. And then learning problem-solving skills. So what is the problem? What do I know about it? What can I do about it? What resources do I need? Where do I need to get help? What's my plan? How am I going to follow up and reinforce that? This is all about resiliency. This is what gets us through those problems. And then there's social support. It could be a spouse. It could be good friends. It could be your boss. Knowing that you got people you can count on that you can go talk to. They'll support you. They'll build you up. Not those friends that are negative, that take you down. Set them aside. Focus on the ones that can help. Now, by the way, our social support grows when we help others, too. Here's the thing I want you to know as you think about what we've been talking about here. One positive thought and action in any given day can literally change your life. So if you think about those 6 items I talked to you about in terms of getting a promotion and the definition of resiliency, the future looks bright. I'm excited that you took the time to listen to this and let it sink in and take that step forward. I have this dream that soars on golden wings. I visualize your achievements and your legacy that sings. I do not know all about your awesome goals or your persistent efforts to raise the bar. I only know you can be the best, a superstar. Thanks for coming.